Hi and welcome to Apron Strings. My name is Angie Sutton and I host a food blog called mothersapronstrings.com. And if you're like me, you're always looking for an interesting way to get your kids interested in eating their vegetables. At our house, we like green beans, and so it seems like we eat those pretty often. And I was looking for a way to just sort of present them a little differently, give them a little bit different taste, and came up with Midwest style barbecue green beans, and it has all the things that my kids like. So we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing is 2 cans of green beans. I just have the regular kitchen style cut green beans, and we'll drain those. So I've already got one draining, and drain the second can. Alright, so 2 cans of green beans. And the first thing that you'll want to do is go ahead with about a tablespoon of butter is brown some onion. And it's about a 1/4 cup of onion. I just use a regular yellow onion. And I've already done that, and so it has a nice brown texture. It gives it a good taste. So we'll put on top of our green beans this 1/4 cup of browned onion. All right. So 1/4 cup of browned onion, 2 cans of green beans. On top of that, we'll put 3/4 of a cup of ketchup, just your regular ketchup that kids love. Okay, and on top of that, a 1/4 cup of packed light brown sugar. It gives it a nice taste. All right. The next item is bacon, and this is browned bacon that I did in my oven earlier this morning. We like to go ahead and add some of this inside. We'll put some bacon on top, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but we like bacon, and we like the flavor that the bacon gives the green beans. You can add this if you want, or you can skip this if you want. I did 4 pieces of bacon, and I just chopped those up, so we'll add those in. A little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and we'll combine those. Mix that up thoroughly. Now we're going to put this in a casserole dish, and I just gave mine a quick spray of canola oil just to make sure this doesn't stick. With the brown sugar in it, it has a tendency to burn to the edges, and that just makes cleanup a little bit easier. So as you can see, that was very quick to make, and give it a quick toss, and just once it's combined, it has a nice color. And we'll just dump that right into our casserole dish. Spread that out evenly. On top of that, we will put, this is raw bacon. What we're putting on top is raw bacon. And I usually use 4 strips, and today I'm using a round baking dish, so I cut my strips in half. So those will cook brown nicely. We're going to put this in the oven uncovered, 350 degrees, for 30 to 45 minutes. That's a pretty big time range, but I cook on convection, so mine are typically finished around 30-35 minutes. If you're not cooking on convection, then it may take a little bit longer. So once you've got it completed with your bacon on top, just pop it in the oven, and 35-40 minutes later, you've got a nice vegetable that you can add to your main dish just to make a little bit different vegetable for your kids on a weeknight. If you want more information about this recipe and other recipes, visit my blog at mothersapronstrings.com, and we'll see you next time on Apron Strings.